and welcome back to my YouTube channel Mukesh TechHub. So in my previous video I have explained few functions, okay, and we wrote some logic in it, and from that function we have returned. All right. So I gave one assignment or one problem statement where we have to find the longest word in a list. All right. So before going to the programming and before going to do hands-on, let me take you brief about the few categories. Already we have discussed about the user defined functions and built-in functions, right? So in coming series we will be learning about the lambda functions and the recursion functions. So let me move on to the next part, the homework or the assignment or the problem statement which I have discussed in my previous video. If you haven't watched the previous video, I'll request you to first go to see the previous video and come back on this one. All right. Okay. So the assignment was the find the longest word. Okay. So for example, let me say like this one, Mukesh Yadav, okay, Jaipur, comma, and Rajasthan. So from this list, which is the longest word here? So if you will see visually, you can see Rajasthan is the longest word, right? But a program can itself tell to a user this is the longest word. So we have to perform some set of operations. We have to build some logic. So a function itself trigger and it will say this is the longest word. Okay. So we have to define a function as usual using the def keyword. Find longest word. Okay. And it will say, and the find longest word, the function, it will take a dictionary of words. So let me call it as words. All right. Inside this function, we have to perform some logic. So, so let me implement it, and let me think about a solution how we can do it. All right. So okay, just be with me. What we have to do, first we will take a variable longest underscore word equals to, we will make it as empty. So initially let's say this longest word is empty, we don't have anything in it. All right. After that, what we will do, just iterate over this list of words of list, that is for word in words. Got it? So what it will do, it will iterate over this list that contains a number of words, Mukesh, Yadav, Jaipur and Rajasthan, and it will pick one word from this list, okay, and it will check the length of it. Okay. Now let me check if len, already I have explained the inbuilt function len, okay, if len of this word, all right, so this is the word, the first one, zeroth index, this is the Mukesh. All right. If len of word greater than len of longest word. Now you will see, sir, here longest word doesn't have anything. Definitely it doesn't have anything, it's empty, right? So if it is the greater than from this longest word, all right, then longest word equals to word. So for example, let's say here initially it's ABC. All right, we will compare Mukesh with ABC. So if length of Mukesh is greater than from this ABC, then in the longest word, now the longest word would be updated as Mukesh. All right. So let me make it as empty. longest word is word. All right, that's it. And after that, from this for loop, just return longest word, longest underscore, sorry, LONGEST. It was a misspelling. Longest word. All right. Now, so let me explain you one more time. This function takes a list of words as a parameter and return the longest word from this list. So let me call this list as words. Okay. We initialize a variable called longest word to an empty string and then loop through each word in the list. Using the for loop, we are iterating over this list. Okay. If the length of the current word is greater than, if the length of this current, the 0th index, is greater than the length of the longest word, we will update longest word to the current word. So what it will do, first it will take Mukesh, it will compare. No, so initially this length is 0, its length is 6, so longest word updated as Mukesh. Then it will compare with Yadav, then Jaipur, then Rajasthan. All right, now let me call this function find longest word, and it accepts one parameter, that is a list, call as words. All right, let me execute this Python code. Okay, so what this function is doing, it's returning the longest word. So what we have to do, instead of the print statement, let me hold the output of this function in a variable and let me print that output. Find longest words. Okay, it accepting, then it should print python function dot py return is proper. See, it's a spelling mistake, right? Longest. So always keep an eye on this spelling mistakes and all, guys. So let me execute it and you can see the output is Rajasthan. All right, so it was a spelling mistake in the longest word and you can see the longest is Rajasthan. So let me write one more word as a complete Mukesh Yadav Jaipur. Okay, let me run this one. You can see the longest word is Mukesh Yadav Jaipur. All right, so this is the working of a function, guys. All right, you can understand how a function works, how we can pass the arguments within the function, how we can use the inbuilt function inside that one, and how we can return from a function. All right, so thank you so much, guys, and we will be moving to the next series, that is the lambda functions. Okay, thank you so much for watching.